YouTube family, the Maverick out and about again. Still the best and most credible opinion. Still fair and fearless analysis. And what's your reasoning today? You know, say, the politics of the world, as we are today, is guided by two main philosophies. You remember one time when it was all about capitalism and communism? Me feel ideologically, the world not split down the line there as much anymore. So you have the conservatives who are, you know, their principles are based more off of traditional values like Christianity and, you know, that kind of ethics code there, them work off of. Them not go extreme. Now the liberals on the other hand now, them delve into the extreme, more into the freedom of everything. From the freedom of the ridiculous to the simple freedoms where we enjoy. But here the thing with the liberals and the conservatives now. We tell the both of them, because of them extremities on either side, I think they're basically screwing up the world. Because the conservatives, in an attempt to address the imbalances or the dysfunction of the liberals, them go overboard politically as well. I'm going to say all of that to give you an example of what I mean. I'm going to play. This look like a hearing in the States. Some of them hearing the way this doctor lady, she was obviously testifying in the hearing. And one of the panelists simply asked her, say, can a man get pregnant? And this doctor lady, you know, is obviously one of the liberal them. But you're going to hear how she answer or choose not to answer the very simple question. Listen to this.
Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
can men get pregnant?
There are many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
no, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert. And you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist. Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
this is extraordinary.
Male with
no, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not going to answer my question.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized.
Yes, what I mean? This is the kind of ridiculous rubbish and nonsense and the indefensible kind of thing where the liberal them spout. Because of that, I think a lot of people respond to the liberals, I call it the obnoxious agenda. To push them kind of narrative, yeah. Like when you hear the doctor, yeah, a swivel to try to defend. I think it's in response to this kind of ridiculous nonsense. Why the conservatives now? They are vulnerable to all kind of people who just pander to them. All kind of other extremists on the other side just pander to them and then vote for them. And as a result of that, me think the world in a one strange place ideologically. Because if you're going to have some people like that, we expose them kind of something on a platform, a campaign to me, for me vote for them. Or me come out of my yard to vote for somebody like that. Or me go vote for people where them line of reasoning and them a carry. Eh? Me might very well get up and go vote against that nonsense, you know. And in doing so, me go vote for somebody that is worse. That is what I think happened recently, you know. In a particular powerful jurisdiction of the world, you know. And you see the result of it. You see the kind of leadership where the world have blessings. Yeah? Because I think due to a big part of this obnoxious liberal agenda, where them fire up themselves and them have some politicians will fire them up and give them strength to preach some kind of rubbish. See? Nobody, so anybody will come along, we're brave enough and tell us, so watch out, no, don't do the foolishness. You have two gender, male and female. Anybody will brave enough to tell them that. And just kind of align themselves to some more conservative, Christian, traditional values. Then people are going to jump and vote for them. And a vote for them is effectively a vote against this kind of extremities. But you know, say what is happening in a certain place with a certain leader because of this kind of political dynamic. Eh? We don't want it out. Which one would I prefer? Would you prefer one going around the world right now? Or you prefer somebody that telling a 9 and 10-year-old? See, a man can get pregnant. Depends on how him feel in the morning when him get up. Which one would you prefer right now? Eh? And that's the dilemma I face the world and I face the next generation. When people can with a straight face, this woman is a medical doctor, you know. She's a qualified medical doctor, you know. That's why the man asked her something, you know. And look at how this qualified medical doctor, smart, intelligent, academic, listen how she deal with the question. A swivel and a talk all kind of nonsense till she look like an idiot. Eh? Anyway, people, one maverick, you know. Still one maverick. Still there. A roll in a road. Same way. Me I look for the other one, the man can't find them. But drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me which one of them two ideology more appeal to you. And if you understand now what happened when you say certain things are happening in the world because of the battle of the extreme ideologies, that is what is taking place. See? But I put it to you that it is the liberal, obnoxious liberal agenda which has pushed people over the other side. Push people to a point of vulnerability where anybody can come, just come tell them some normal thing and them decide so we are support normalcy over the obnoxious, abnormal rubbish there. Where's the lie with the maverick tell you? Where is the lie? One maverick. One maverick out and about same way, cruising at ground level. That is it, you know.